Welcome to the Let's Talk About It show with your host, Ricky.
So, what's the difference of liking something versus loving something? And I'll give you a biblical example, and then you just run with it. So, for example, I think of when Jesus fed the many people and then he left. And this is the response he gives later in John 6:26. Jesus answered, "Very truly I tell you, you are looking for me not because you saw the signs I performed, but because you ate the loaves and had your fill." And I think we follow Jesus sometimes because we like him, but we don't necessarily love him. We like the idea of a heaven, but you know what? I'm not sure if we're in love with the idea of giving up everything to follow him. You know, like, talk to me a little bit about that, the difference between liking and loving.
Well, I mean, again, well, you answered it pretty much when you said that statement right there, that, you know, when Jesus said that, you know, you got your fill. You got what you wanted.
Okay, I'm hearing you.
You got what you wanted. Okay? That's the only reason why you were here. You were not here for me. You were here because there was something that you wanted. You wanted to be filled, but not with what I had. Not the spiritual stuff that he had.
Yeah.
They were filled with, on their flesh-wise, right? They were satisfied with that, and then they went on their merry way. Okay, when Jesus told them to take up their cross and follow him, and he says, you know, they said, "This is a hard teaching. This is a hard teaching. How are we gonna do this?" Right? And that's where the multitude left, and he turned to the disciples. He says, "Hey, are you gonna leave me too?" I'm like, "No, we know you're the truth. We know who you are.
There's more than just loaves and fish."
Exactly. They were blinded to what, because their appetite was so selfish appetite, should I say, was so on what they can get out of Jesus instead of what Jesus could do for them as far as spiritually speaking. Okay.
Yeah.
When he met the lady at the well, okay, the Samaritan lady at the well.
Yeah.
Okay. He asked for a drink. She goes, "Why are you asking me?" Right? You know, we know, you know, sir, you're not supposed to be here with me and this and that. We're enemies. And he tells her, he goes, "If you know who you're talking to, you'd be asking me for a drink."
Wow. Yeah.
They had no idea what was going on really with Jesus. They just saw something that was amazing and liked it.
You got what you wanted. Stay if you love me. Leave if you really don't.
Come on.
And I think we do that with him way too often.
Come on.
I got my church experience. I got my prayer answered.
My goosebumps.
Yep. I was filled with something, you know. Now I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
But are you gonna leave to give, or are you gonna leave to continue to take?
Come on.
You know? And I think that's so important, is that you'll know real love. Matter of fact, the Bible says that love is a fruit. It's part of the fruit of the Spirit.
Yep.
You know, it's something that comes out of us from an outflowing of what's really in us.
Yep. It has to be a seed.
Yeah. So
It has to be a seed.
Are you ready? Ready? Are you too busy for God? Are you prepared for the afterlife? Is God an afterthought or your daily bread of life? Do you have the time for God? Can you spare some time with God? This community network. Minutes with God. Don't get it twisted. Wrap yourself up in the Lord. Don't get it twisted. Wrap yourself up in the Lord.